a rough commute this evening with the rain. Either you had rain-soaked roads or rain pouring down as you were commuting about. Now we are starting to see changing conditions. We just looked at this shot, about 30 minutes ago. It was sunny, gorgeous. Now high-level clouds entering the scene in advance of severe thunderstorms that are approaching the Delaware beaches. So those people, they need to head on indoors. Storm Scan 3 showing us this line continuing to barrel eastbound across the Delaware Valley. Good news is we're starting to see some weakening in this section across portions of South Jersey, but as you look down towards Delaware, that's certainly the most potent portion of the line, and it is still very intense. But we do have a little cell of severe thunderstorm there in southern Jersey. Also watching Rehoboth Beach as we looked at the image. Quiet right now, but there is that severe thunderstorm warning, and there is the severe thunderstorm line continuing to move its way at about 50 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Kent and Sussex County, Delaware until 6:30 and 6:45 with a possibility of 60-mile-per-hour winds. Seaford, you're just about to get this nearly continuous lightning. Look at all of those lightning strikes. So yeah, in the Delaware beaches, you want to start to head indoors in and around the Lewis, Delaware area. Rehoboth Beach, expecting this line to approach within the next 30 minutes. Same case for the shore. We're dealing with this severe thunderstorm warning, and this cell is continuing to move its way eastbound at about 40 to 50 miles per hour. So making its way towards Dennis at about 6:20 before 6:30, reaching Sea Isle City along the coast. And we have had numerous storm reports as this line moved across the area. Thunderstorm wind damage in the form of downed trees and power lines across Berks County, Northampton County, and Bath and East Bangor. Trees and wires down New London Township in Chester County. A house struck by lightning with some smoke being produced, and also a secondary house in Chester County struck by lightning as well. About over 6,000 customers are without power in the PA suburbs. Things are quieting down in Center City, Philadelphia. Much cooler. You do see all that lingering moisture, though. 72 degrees. We did drop down from 82 degrees down to about 73 degrees in the last hour when that rain rolled through. But as I mentioned, improving conditions across Pennsylvania. The severe thunderstorm watch has been dropped in these areas in our western suburbs, northwestern suburbs, Berks County, Lehigh Valley, and Poconos. Still in effect until 8 o'clock for parts of South Jersey, the shore, and Delaware. We'll continue to see drop-offs as the line moves, though, east. Rainfall amounts, all of this came down in a very short period of time. About 1.5 inches of rainfall in Glenmore, about 1 inch in Wilmington, and that's because we do have a flash flood watch in effect across more parts of the area this evening until midnight. Looks like, oh, we do have a tornado warning. Thank you for Kent County. Tornado warning for Kent County, Delaware until 6:45. So maybe we'll go over to the weather computer. Matt, you want to unclick me there, and we'll try to bring it over to Doppler radar to show you what's going on there. Again, a tornado warning has just been issued. We were taking a look at that portion of the line in parts of central and southern Delaware. The area shaded in red is that tornado warning. You can see all of this lightning, all of the heavy rain too, so it's going to be difficult to see if in fact a tornado is on the ground. Is this Doppler indicated, Matt, or is this confirmed? At this point, it looks like it probably most likely would be radar indicated. We haven't any confirmations that there's a tornado on the ground, but there certainly could be. It would be very difficult to see with all of this torrential rain and all of this lightning coming down right now. This is the area in question. It looks like Milford is in that tornado warning. Matt, can we zoom in a little bit and see if we can get a closer look at some of these towns under the tornado warning that is in effect right now? So we'll just stay with you and walk you through this tornado warning. So this is a time to seek shelter if you're in this warning in Delaware, Sussex County, Delaware. Tornado warning. You can see all of this torrential rain right now. Oh, thank you for doing that, showing you where these areas are under the gun. So 622, St. Johnson's Town, Ellendale, 631. This cell is going to be moving in for you. Again, a tornado warned cell. So this is something we want to take very seriously. You need to be seeking shelter. Lowest level of your home, away from windows. You're going to be dealing with, you can see Matt is, thank you for your help. Matt is circling this area. This is likely where we're seeing the rotation. A little bit of a hooking there we call on radar signature. So this is where we could be seeing some of that rotation, and this indeed could be where we do have a tornado possibly on the ground. Again, at this point, we're just seeing this warning with indications that it's on radar. We haven't had it confirmed or observed yet, but that doesn't mean that the tornado is not on the ground. So you want to act as though it is and take proper precautions. This is the time to act if you are in southern Delaware right now. We were just talking about how conditions were so quiet along the coast close in Rehoboth Beach and around the Lewis, Delaware area, and just upwind we are dealing with this tornado warning. This line is moving at about 40 to 50 miles per hour off to the east, so at a very rapid pace. We're seeing this. The area shaded in red is the area of most concern right now, and you can see the progression of that line not weakening at all across portions of Delaware. If anything, now strengthening, and we do have this tornado warning in effect for the next several minutes. I think it was till 6:45 for portions of Delaware. Also, you're going to be contending with torrential rain. You're going to deal with straight line winds in addition to the possibility of that tornado being on the ground as the cell continues to move off to the east. So again, here's some more information. Kent and Sussex County, Delaware, mainly Sussex, but portions of Kent. Cities included within this tornado warning that runs until 6:45, Ellendale, Greenwood, Milford, Slaughter Beach. So you need to be taking precautions in these areas. A tornado warning, whenever you have a warning issued, that means you need to take action. It's no longer some kind of a watch. You need to yield those safety precautions. You want to move to the lowest level of your home, a basement if you have it. If not, you want to be on the first floor. You want to be away from windows and with the most walls around you. So an interior closet, a bathroom would be good. You want to stay away from those windows with this potential for strong winds produced by a tornado. So Storm Scan 3 showing us it's just just west of the Milford area. Will continue to move to the east at a pretty fast pace at about 40 to 50 miles per hour. We're seeing rotation signatures right now on Doppler radar that indicates the possibility of a tornado embedded within this line of severe thunderstorms. So do another storm tracker for you there. You see in the Owens area 623. So really in the next couple of minutes, Oakley 625, Eastman Heights 632, and Slaughter Beach 639 as we're seeing kind of east to northeasterly motion within this severe thunderstorm. So if you're just joining us, a tornado warning is in effect right now for parts of Kent and Sussex County, Delaware, central and southern Delaware until 6:45. Indications on radar of rotation embedded within one of these severe thunderstorm cells. This is more information on that tornado. Radar indicated at this point, so it's not observed, but that doesn't mean that it is not on the ground. It's going to be very difficult to observe regardless because of the torrential rain, because of the nearly continuous lightning. So B, the impact, of course, flying debris, dangerous to those, damage to roof, windows possible, vehicles. So you want to stay in your home, lowest level. If you have a basement, even better. Interior closet, interior bathroom. We were tracking the storm, so we gave you some projections there. 625 Oakley, Eastman Heights about 632. The line positioned right now, if we can kind of pan out and give you a look of the motion of this progression of this severe line. Is Matt over there? Yes, you are. Thank you. If we show you what's going on, continuing to move at a pretty rapid pace. This over the last, what is this loop, about 2 hours. The area shaded in red is the tornado warning. So just kind of south of the Milford area, you're included in the warning as well, though the very edge of Kent County is under this warning. But even areas just outside the warning need to have a concern as the cell continues to move off to the east-northeast. We're dealing with a tornado warning that is in effect until 6:45, so you want to take cover now. And we will continue to see the line progressing off to the east. The potential for a tornado is there. Again, it is radar indicated, not indicated on the ground, but you'll still see strong winds. Even if we're not dealing with a tornado, we're dealing with a very intense thunderstorm, severe in nature, with the possibility of very strong winds, even outside the tornado potential, 60, possibly 70 mile per hour of straight line winds, torrential rain, and nearly continuous lightning as well. We've taken the lightning off because it gives you a better picture of the radar imagery and the radar symbols and what it's showing us. But again, we're seeing nearly continuous lightning, especially in this portion down from about Dover to Milford and then stretching down into Sussex County, Delaware. The area of concern, though, is this tornado warning. So it continues to move off to the east-northeast. National Weather Service not dropping this warning off yet, so you need to take the proper precautions. And eventually, if we see this line kind of maintaining its strength, or this portion of the line, this particular cell, it will eventually make its way to the northern Delaware beaches. So that would include the Rehoboth Beach area, also the Lewis, Delaware Beach area. We have had numerous reports of downed trees and downed wires across parts of Pennsylvania when the line came through, but this portion of the line much more potent than we even saw that was working through parts of Pennsylvania and west of the I-95 corridor. So this definitely packing a punch, this portion of our severe thunderstorm line. Again, tornado warning if you're just joining us right now, in effect for parts of Sussex and Kent County, Delaware until 6:45. You need to take caution. Get into a basement, a lower interior home, or your lowest level of your home. You want to have as many walls around you as you can. Be away from windows. This is a very serious situation. We had a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for all of the Delaware Valley throughout the evening hours. And now the main concern is this area in Delaware where you have the tornado warning. Remember, a watch means that conditions are favorable for severe weather. We had that watch in effect all day, but once you have that warning that is issued, be it a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning, that means to you, warning means take action. You're no longer observing the conditions. You need to respond to the conditions because there could be a threat. There could be a threat to you personally. There could be a threat to your property. So you want to be sure to respond accordingly. And this is one of the more serious types of weather that we can have come through the Delaware Valley. This tornado warning, Kent and Sussex County, Delaware, you see the cities included, Ellendale, Greenwood, Milford, Slaughter Beach, for about the next, I guess we're what at about 6:25 right now, 6:30. So about the next 15 minutes, people affected by this tornado warning, about 10,000 people need to be seeking shelter, or if you need to head home, if that's in your home area, you want to hold off on that commute until this line passes on through. This is our main concern. We're still dealing with some strong thunderstorm activity moving through parts of South Jersey and approaching the shore. So heads up there. I know you dealt with sunny conditions really for much of the afternoon, but conditions are going to be changing rapidly along the coast for you as these cells continue to move your way. But again, the main concern that we're focused on right now is this tornado warning for parts of Delaware. We've had the severe weather rolling through the area throughout the day. The line really hasn't decreased in strength. If anything, we had some sunshine today that further help destabilize the atmosphere and really allow these storms to fire up very rapidly and also maintain their strength over the last several hours as the line progressed all the way from the Lehigh Valley, Berks County to I-95 to South Jersey and now hitting the shore. So this is the area, the tornado warning. Maybe we can zoom down there. Milford is included within that warning, just a slice of Kent County, but you need to take those proper precautions regardless. Just south of Riverview, seeing that heavy rain coming on through. Tornado warning stretched out into the Delaware Bay, just north of Milton, but you need to take proper precautions. You're just on the edge of that tornado warning, but still need to yield that safety protocol and heading to the basement or on the first floor of your house if you don't have a basement, interior closet, interior bathroom, as we could be contending with, in fact, a tornado. So we'll track this out for you a little bit, show you the storm line. It's moving off to the east-northeast at about 40 to 50 miles per hour. This particular cell, this tornado warned cell. So Federalsburg, 628 going to be rolling in for you, 632 Anderson Crossroads, and 639 Slaughter Beach. So you want to be taking that appropriate action as the cell continues to move your way. So Milford area, you're really being impacted by the cell right now. It will continue to move off to the east-northeast. You can see that progression over the last couple of hours. The cell kind of spreading its way east-northeast bound. So if you're right along the coast, along the bay, that's going to be moving in for you as well. Tornado warning in effect until 6:45. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. Yuki and Jess, I think I'm tossing it back to you.
Yeah, we just want to give you a quick break, Lauren, and let everyone know that we're coming right up on 6:30 right now, which is typically when we would go to the CBS Evening News, but we're not going to be doing that.
Right, we're going to definitely stay on just for a little while to watch this tornado warning. And Lauren, I just talked with my dad about 2, 3, 4 minutes ago. He's in Dover, and as you showed us, right there, it's starting to move out the bad weather anyway, but that once again is Kent County. We're talking a little bit further south, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. This line has looked very impressive, even if when it was west of Kent County, Delaware, it was really maintaining its strength. That nearly continuous lightning strikes kept going as it progressed miles and miles eastbound. So it really did maintain that strength, and it really is still moving at a fast pace and a very potent cell, and the most potent portion of the squall line or line of strong and severe thunderstorms. We were in an enhanced risk of severe weather as issued by the Storm Prediction Center. So there's 5 levels of risk. Enhanced is 3rd on the scale. So we did have that conducive environment for severe weather. We're seeing this come to fruition with the line of severe thunderstorms. We had multiple severe thunderstorm warnings across across parts of Pennsylvania, then into New Jersey as the line continued to move its way eastbound. And now we're dealing with these warnings in parts of Delaware, severe thunderstorm warnings, and now in particular, the most dangerous type of warning, a tornado warning. So we need to be responding appropriately. Again, Kent County, Sussex County, 645 cities included, Allendale, Greenwood, Milford, and Slaughter Beach. So maybe we can take you closer in, maybe we can zoom in on the cities and show you more cities of who's dealing with this. Okay, we cannot do that, but we'll continue to tell you about this cell that is moving off to the east-northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So in the warning, about 10,000 people affected. It is something you want to take very seriously. At this point, we have not had visual confirmation of the tornado being on the ground, but that doesn't mean it isn't on the ground. At this point, radar was indicating some rotation within that cell, and there was concern that possibly a tornado would be on the ground. It'd be difficult to see regardless. You don't want to go look for it. This would be something observed by law enforcement or trained storm spotters. But again, it would be difficult to see for them because of the torrential nature of the rainfall embedded within this cell. So we need to act as though the tornado warning is the tornado is in fact on the ground, because as we know, tornadoes are such dangerous weather elements. They can do damage to your home, and unfortunately, they can cause injuries as well. So we need to respond appropriately. Better safe than certainly sorry. So my colleague Matt Peterson, he's with us as well. He's been helping us out all afternoon and tracking the severe weather, and he's going to jump on and give you some of the latest as well. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Lauren. Like you said, we have this severe thunderstorm watch all day long. We never had a tornado watch that was in place. Of course, we only had that severe thunderstorm watch throughout the day. But now we did have our second tornado warning of the afternoon. We had the first one that was in Lancaster County, just a little bit around the 2 o'clock time frame. That one went until 2:15. And then we started to see things kind of get into a line segment. When we have these kind of setups where we have a cold front and we get more of that line segment, we usually get the strong gusty winds. And those can have just as much of an effect as a weak tornado does. But again, we had 50 to about 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts reported from time to time. There were reports of trees as well as power lines that were down. Of course, there was the strong and potent thunderstorms that produced lots of lightning that came through the region as well. There were reports in Chester County of a house that was struck by lightning with then smoke coming out of the attic. But then we started to see, just really kind of as this moved into New Jersey, the severe thunderstorm warnings kind of start to become few and far between. The severe thunderstorm watch started to fade out from the western side of the Delaware River. So in Pennsylvania, we have really no severe thunderstorm watch in effect anymore. But with this severe thunderstorm warning that came out and now this tornado warning in southern Delaware, we're still seeing that this is still a very strong, potent line, and it's going to continue to be a problem until about 6:45 or so. So for just about another 15 more minutes, we're watching this tornado warning as it moves through Sussex County in central Delaware at this point. As we kind of look at our looping radar here, it's starting to move towards the Delaware Bay, so we're going to have to keep an eye on it as it gets over the water. If it loses or gains any strength, usually when we move over the water, we'll get a little bit of a change with this kind of thunderstorm activity. Of course, we'll get an influx of moisture from the Delaware Bay, but we'll see if that feeds into the thunderstorm activity that we're seeing right now. Again, this is until 6:45 for Kent and Sussex counties in central Delaware. This is our tornado warning that's in effect, and actually it looks like they just canceled that tornado warning. So again, it actually got canceled a little bit early. It was scheduled to be canceled at 6:45. Right now it is just around 6:30, so that's actually 6:34 currently, so they canceled it just about 11 minutes early. That's good news for everybody in Sussex as well as Kent County. It looks like the rotation has broadened out enough, and it does look like that system has weakened. At least that part of the line has weakened just enough that we are not going to be dealing with that tornadic threat anymore, at least in that area of the thunderstorms. Of course, this is still a strong line of thunderstorm activity. Even though there aren't any severe warnings at this time, there is still the severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 8 o'clock this evening. Lauren, I'm going to send it back to you at the wall, and what do you have for us?
All right, yeah, good news there. That tornado warning has been canceled by the National Weather Service, so that means the threat has come to an end. But of course, we need to always respond to these threats appropriately and seek that safety protocol to protect yourself and your family. So we're going to toss back to you now. Good news is the tornado warning has been canceled. We are all in the clear, still dealing with some strong and even severe thunderstorms across parts of the area, so can't let our guard down just yet. But right now, we are in the clear in Kent and Sussex County, Delaware.
That is good news, Lauren, and we want to thank you for staying with us during this special coverage as we tracked this tornado warning.
We now join the CBS Evening News already in progress with Anthony Mason. We'll see you tonight.